Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams and welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Ashe. Thank you, Spirit. You have a new beginning that's coming. It's here. You can feel it. And this new beginning brings something very precious for you. Very powerful. It feels creative. It feels inspired. And what's so precious about it is that it couldn't be stopped. It couldn't be blocked. Because some people were trying to do that. But you have star energy. I'm looking at my moon poster. And there's a star there that I've never noticed. You were hidden. It is the moon poster. You were hidden. But you're not hidden anymore. There's something about you that's being revealed. And it feels like a new beginning. But what's being revealed about you has always been there. Always. Since you were conceived. It's been with you. But it's time for it to be revealed to the world. Ashe. I like that. Okay, we're going to start with the dice. I just feel like going to the dice today. Thank you, Spirit. What is coming through for this beautiful being? First thing I see here is this cockroach. A cockroach has been exterminated. When it came through that someone was trying to hide you or hide your goodness, your greatness, hide your gifts. I feel like they were trying to do this with the energy of shame and illusion. This person's existence, their presence in your life was like a cockroach infestation. Because they were so persistent. You set boundaries and they didn't want to listen. They were so determined to do what they wanted to do. But the cockroach is being exterminated, okay? Their energy is being exited from your life. And you're being assisted with this. There are spirits that are assisting you. These are spirits with beings that are present here in the physical realm now and some that have crossed over. But they're with you, supporting you. It's like troops of spirits. I'm hearing samurai. Samurai. The greatest of warriors walk with you. They march beside you, behind you. They're all around. There's a contract that has been, it's in this image, it's a document that's being cut up. There's something that you no longer owe. You have fulfilled whatever debts you owed. And if this was a soul contract, it's done. You've done whatever it is that you needed to do. Yeah. If you did owe any debts, they're paid. Now this is on the astral, so for those of you who do have like, if you're paying off financial debt in the physical realm, you're receiving assistance with that. So what you're manifesting in the physical realm, it's already there on the astral, okay? If you've needed support with your finances, you're receiving that. But I'm seeing this with a soul contract. You don't owe any karmic debt. You're good. Yeah, Spirit says you're good. Because you've been doing the work to evolve, to move forward, to grow. Driving, time. Somebody feels like they're running out of time to get to you. And they're right. Time's up. We've got Big Ben there. And somebody driving. I just see them driving frantically. Trying to get into your space, trying to get towards you. Yeah, we're going to refer back to this. The contract is no longer. Whatever it was that you maybe even just felt that you ever owed this person, you don't owe anyone anything. Okay? And I'm getting that the relationships in your life, the connections in your life, they're high vibe. You have let go of whatever low-hanging fruit was trying to remain in your world. Okay? The stuff that was like easy come, easy go. Or the connections that really weren't about connection. It was about an attachment. It was about codependency. Okay, people depending on you to do things for them that they needed to do for themselves. I'm also getting the message that there will be no more fighting. If there were any relationships in your life where there was especially physical fighting, but any sort of verbal disrespect or someone that just was harsh with you, you're not entertaining that ever again. Your frequency will not entertain that. Like, no, you're not having it ever. Not romantically, not within a friendship, not from a family member. I see you standing there telling someone, if you cannot speak to me calmly and with respect, this conversation is over. And they're like, oh, okay. Like they have no choice but to comply, or else they can exit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we've got seashells here and an apple. I'm getting that somebody bit the apple. And Divine Mother saw it. With these seashells here, I'm getting the beach, but I'm getting Yemaya's energy. I work with Yemaya. And She saw someone bite the apple. She saw someone commit a betrayal that will not be pardoned. They gave in to a temptation that they received warning about. And whatever betrayal it was that they participated in or that they partook in, it won't be pardoned. It's not something that you have to excuse. The only thing you had to do from that was heal. And you've done that. There's nothing else that needs to be done regarding that. 11:11 on the timer. Also, the beach could be very pleasant to you. It could be a special, you could have special memories there, okay? But for this message, Yemaya is coming through. She's saying, as the Divine Mother, okay, as the mother of all, she has seen the betrayal that was done. Now, this betrayal could have been done to you. It feels like something regarding temptation, something regarding someone stepping out of a relationship. I'm seeing the word cruel. There's something that a person did that was very cruel. But for some of you, this could be a betrayal that you observed. It may not have been directly towards you, you know, but it feels like something that happened very close to you. But yeah, she's saying that there will be no pardoning for this. There's going to be a lot of trials that this person will have to go through in order to pull themselves out of the mess that they created when they bit that apple. Okay, let's pull an oracle card and see what else is coming through. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What else is coming through for this beautiful being? Message, past life. You're being guided to pay very careful attention to your dreams, because you are receiving information that threads together aspects of this life or who you are in this lifetime with other lifetimes, who you were in other lifetimes. You may even get some dreams of your future, okay? Also, what I'm getting here is that you're going to receive communication from someone that you have had a past life connection with, okay? If this message does not come through, it's because you are energetically blocking it, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't want to receive it, that's up to you. You might not want to hear from someone from a past life, because once again, there's a soul contract that's over. So you don't owe this person anything, okay? Divine, can we get more on this message regarding, okay, I'm saying use this one. I've been wanting to use this deck anyway. The Star Tarot, I love it. Tell us more, Spirit, about this. Ooh, Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're releasing burdens. There's someone who has gotten really used to creating burdens for you, but you're not having it anymore. Ten of Wands in reverse. Whatever what is it they call it? Trauma dumping? Do they call it that? Where people want to dump their trauma on a person. You're like, I'm not doing it anymore. Perhaps you allowed this energy at some point in the past because you felt sorry for someone, you had some empathy for them. That's a big way in which you have evolved through this situation, is you have created boundaries regarding your gift of empathy. Empaths don't have to be pushovers. That's not what our gift is for. It's designed to be able to identify with the pain that others feel so closely to the point where we can help them through that. We can identify with people and their pain because we've been there, or because we feel their pain, we sense their present pain. But your gift of empathy is not designed to create towers in your world or to allow towers to happen in your life. So you're not having this energy anymore of burdens, carrying someone else's burden and carrying their bullshit. No, you're not doing that anymore. Yeah, because this is someone who's in the Five of Pentacles. This is that cockroach. This is the cockroach that you stomp on and it just starts wiggling again. You know, you spray it. It looks like it's gone and then it just starts wiggling. No, And this is why Spirit brought through that the cockroach has been exterminated. It may not be that they've actually disappeared, but your sense of obligation, your sense of duty to this person is done. There is nothing else that this person can bring you that you're supposed to investigate or learn from or heal from. That's in the past. Your contract with this person is done. This person's problem is that they are now in the Five of Pentacles. And so they're desperately looking for someone to, I heard, house them. Yeah, that's why Spirit is bringing through this warning of the message. They don't even want you to entertain this. At this point, anything that comes through from this cockroach, this person who their energy feels like a cockroach, it's just for you to, as a healer, step back and observe karma taking place. You see the cycle, you know? It's like, for anyone who has had a narcissistic parent who perhaps now their life is over, they saw the whole cycle. You know, people always wonder, well, how do narcissists end up in the end? And when you see that it's always sad, it's disappointing. I mean, unless it's like the very, very tiny, small percentage of narcissists who get help and truly heal, the way the story ends is always very predictable. And you watch karma completely play out for a person. That's what this is. This is you observing the complete cycle of a person ruining themselves. That's all it is. There is absolutely no more responsibility here. You know, you see, you have this deep inner knowing inside you. And you've seen the whole cycle. Look at that moon. Also, there's something that's being revealed here with that full moon in the center. I feel like there's something that you're already aware of that other people are finding out. Something that's being revealed. Divine, what is this that's being revealed? With this High Priestess energy. Okay, with that Divine Masculine. High Priestess, relationship, chakras, message. That's the second message card we've got. Bondage, obsession. High honor. North Node, work, labor, efforts. Hello, soulmate. Someone's been blocked from your energy. I feel like this person who's in this cockroach energy, the person who's coming through as a cockroach, they've been blocking someone from coming your way. A Divine Masculine. If you are Divine Masculine and you attract feminine energies, then flip it, okay? But what's coming through is that there's a Divine Masculine that now realizes with this High Priestess energy that there's a relationship that is aligned with their energy, with their soul's purpose. Okay? They've been wanting to communicate this. This could be over a long span of time. But they've been blocked because another way that I'm seeing, yeah, because we had this bondage card here and obsession. There's somebody who has been completely obsessed with keeping this Divine Masculine away from you so that they would not be able to communicate with you. And see, with that covering there, I'm getting a tapaboca vibe, like a shut up spell, where someone could not communicate. This person sees you in your high honor. They see that you're aligned with your North Node. It could also be that with this High Priestess energy, that's some work that was done in order to bind this masculine to a different relationship, one that, in other words, to keep them away from you. This Divine Masculine sees that you're aligned with your North Node. You're receiving the fruits of your labor. You're aligned. You do work that's meaningful. This could be your soul's work. This could be a creative endeavor. This could be a career path. But they see that your work is meaningful. That's what I keep getting. Your work matters. And they love that about you. You don't do what you do for prestige. You don't do it for fame. You don't do it for clout. I do anything for clout. I'm hearing that song and it's like there are other people around them that do anything for clout. Anything. Because they're obsessive. And whatever it is that they want, they go after it like a bulldozer. They don't care who they steamroll, who they bulldoze. They don't care. They just want to get to what they want. And I'm getting that this person, because this obsessed person seems like this cockroach, okay, that came through with the dice. This obsessed person got something that they wanted. Like they were making headway with their spell work or with their manipulation. It feels like they did bind this divine masculine to them. Now, it could be that this divine masculine wasn't always a divine masculine. Perhaps that's something that they are evolving into, okay? Something that they are becoming. I'm getting that this obsessed person saw that process taking place and they did everything in their power to stop that process. So, this divine masculine wants to connect with you, okay? That could also be that message from the past life. Now, it's up to you what you want to do with it, okay? Soulmate energy is here, okay? A soulmate doesn't mean that you have to connect with them. You have, what I'm getting is that you have options, okay? Most people do. It's not like we're like if we don't get that one person, we can't fall in love. It's not like that, you know? And it's up to you. When I was gazing there, I didn't even realize I was looking at the Pluto poster. So for you, you might feel like, it's done, you know? Divine, please give more guidance about this. The Fool. Okay, so remember when we started the reading, I said you have a new beginning. This is an opportunity for this connection if you want it. For some of you, I feel like there's so much shit that's gone down with this whole situation that you're, I just heard, repulsed by it. So in that case, absolutely not. But it's an option for you, okay? It's an option for you. Yeah, you've got the High Priestess there. This is what, the third time it's coming out? This is the third deck where the High Priestess is coming through. Your energy is so, oh wow, like you see through everything. You see through everything. You feel your way through everything too. Because empathy came through before. Okay, you got the Ten of Pentacles here. So whatever path you choose, you're going to have the Ten of Pentacles. This was at the bottom of the deck. So it was hidden. That's what this obsessed energy did not want you to know, that you have access to the Ten of Pentacles, as if they could hide that from you. But that was their goal. Also, there could have been energetic manipulation here to try to make you think that you could not have access to the Ten of Pentacles. Also, I'm getting that they wanted you to think that your only way to the Ten of Pentacles was with this particular divine masculine, and that is also a lie. This obsessed energy, this cockroach energy, they wanted you to think that this particular divine masculine was your only way to both a new beginning with the Fool and the Ten of Pentacles. Now, why is that? Why did they care so much that you choose this one divine masculine? And why did they work so hard to bind this divine masculine? What was their goal? I'm already picking up on what it was, on what their goal was. Well, let's look. They wanted your healing energy. They wanted to bind themselves to you because they know that you're a healer. Look at that. Look at how He's working on her energy. So this person also wanted to, yeah, see, they wanted to convince you that this path was the only path that you had. Because this is a person, this divine masculine, who I'm getting that they have not always in this situation been aligned with divine energy, okay? But this is the direction that their soul is leading them to. This obsessed person wanted to bind themselves to this divine masculine and bind themselves to you as well to create a Three of Cups, which I had seen at the bottom of the deck. Oh, yep, see, there it was. Three of Cups. This obsessed it. Oh, and it was just 3111 on the timer as the rose quartz moved by itself. They wanted to create a marriage, a binding ritual, and the result of a binding between you and this divine masculine, along with this obsessed energy. That's why the bondage was so important to them. But you said no with the Eight of Cups. You were like, I would never, ever. No, thank you. And that's why I'm getting that for some of you, whatever it is that this divine masculine would want with you, you're like, because the thing is that there's been so much energetic manipulation. That's what I'm getting. Even with this healer card, you see how he's working on her like that? And so if this masculine was willing to go along with the binding, because I'm getting that they came under the spell of a Jezebel energy, manipulation energy, domination energy, which is what this obsessed energy was trying to send your way as well, which they're still trying to do. I'm getting that. This person has thrown so much love magic your way. Love spells, love spells, love spells, love spells. Because they want you to see them as an option with this Two of Wands. They know truly that there's no way in hell that you would go for this. But they want it so badly. Also, this obsessed energy knows that you would never choose them. So they're hoping that you would choose them as a result of being with this other being, 3333, this other being that they've bound themselves to. This obsessed energy does not want to leave you alone. They know you won't go for them, so they want to try to get you to enter a threesome with this other energy that they're hoping you would be attracted to, because this other energy is actually a positive soulmate, okay? Not someone that you have to be with. That's completely up to you. But, you know, let's take a look with this energy of afflictions, because I want to get a really good understanding of what's actually been done here. Thank you, Divine. What energy work has been done in order to impact this situation regarding this beautiful being and this masculine? Unholy pacts. What was that song? Who was that guy? Something about unholy. It was like really controversial when it came out because it was like really racy. It's that guy, he can really sing too. I have to look that up. It's something about unholy, but that's the vibe I get. Like a dungeon, like domination. That's not only with ritual magic, but also like bedroom type magic. You know what I mean? Okay, so unholy pacts. Rituals that involve making agreements or pacts with dark forces, often for power, influence, or control, but at the cost of one's soul. This person, this obsessed energy, the cockroach energy, they were willing to sell their soul in order to create a bond with you. Unresolved karma. And see, that's why Divine showed right from the jump that your contract with any of these beings, your karma is clear. If you had any karma, any debts that you needed to clear up, you did it. And I'm hearing that you did it fervently, like you were healing, you were dedicated to that process of getting whatever lessons you needed to get out of this process and moving right along. And that's exactly what you've done. But these people, or at least this obsessed energy, still has unresolved karma. And that's why they're in the Five of Pentacles trying to come to you, because they haven't done the work that they need to do. But that's not your problem. Divine said the cockroach has been exterminated. So what that means is that if this person is still alive in this physical realm, they're not your responsibility. Okay? That contract has been cut up. Let me just get a little clarity on this masculine energy, and then we'll move on, because I feel like it's pretty clear. Okay, we got King of Wands and Page of Pentacles. When I split the deck, we'll see what else comes through. So this masculine energy could be very lustful, but I see also wanting to take steps to lead and to be in control of their own energy. I feel like the King of Wands, because they are on a path of being a divine masculine, I feel like this King of Wands energy is what got them in this situation where they were held in bondage. Okay? But it feels like now, because this is upright, this King of Wands is upright, it feels like now they're taking steps to try to be in control of their energy. Okay? Show us more, Divine, with this who's now coming through as the King of Wands. They're heartbroken. And they want to move on from this heartache. They've seen enough. That's exactly what I heard when that popped out. They've seen enough. This masculine who is on the path to becoming a divine masculine, they have experienced so much heartache. They have witnessed so much. I'm hearing turn off the lights. I've seen too much. And now they're ready to move forward. For the fourth time, the High Priestess is coming through. You know what has changed? What has evolved about this masculine who is becoming a divine masculine is that they see now what they couldn't see before, because the blindfold has been removed. They had so much magic thrown on them with this unholy pacts energy and unresolved karma. There was so much that this obsessed being was doing to bind them, and they tried to do that to you, but you said no. You have that developed third eye, that keen awareness that you know when something's off, you know when something's wrong, and so you refused You refused to be blinded by this obsessed energies, illusions. You said, no, I'm not going to do it. I feel like even if you don't end up, this was moving by itself. What is this? Look, it doesn't matter. It is out of your hands. The art of allowing, let it be, letting go of things you can't control. 40-40 on the timer. I was just about to say, I feel like even if you wash your hands completely of the whole thing, you're rooting for anyone in this situation who chooses to grow and free themselves from any unholy pacts like that card that came through, or any binding rituals that were done, because you don't wish ill towards anyone. You want freedom and growth for everybody involved. But what you won't do is sit around and allow someone to hold your energy captive. And the beautiful thing is that with Spirit saying it doesn't matter, whatever this person does, whatever these people do, it has nothing to do with you. If you choose freedom, which is coming through that you clearly have chosen, because you've always seen through the bullshit. If you're choosing freedom, none of it matters. I want to see what awaits you on this path of freedom that you have chosen. You've made it through a lot. You've made it through so much. So first of all, self-love. Your self-love is beautiful. What awaits this beautiful being, divine, on their path forward? Ooh. I mean, could it get any better? No. Creativity and love. Creativity and love. And you will be creating no matter what. You will be loving no matter what. You'll be loving yourself. If you choose to love someone, another person, to enter a union with someone, it's going to be such a beautiful connection. And I love that these two came out together, because your love relationship honors your creative path. It inspires you to create. It's not like, okay, am I going to spend time with you tonight, or am I going to create? It's like everything is going to flow. The time you spend with your lover is going to encourage you to create. It's going to inspire you to create. The conversations that you have with your lover are going to inspire you to create. That's why none of this other stuff matters. None of it matters. Because you're always going to have love. You're always going to have inspiration and creative energy just oozing from you. You can't help it. It's inside of you, and it radiates from you. And that happens because you were meant to share the beauty inside you with the world. I mean, you look good on the outside too, but you have so much beautiful energy inside of you that it was meant to be shared, and nothing can stop you. Nobody with this cockroach energy, nobody who's so like persistent and wants to stick around. Even if they want to stick around now, they can't pull you down. Because you're strong to the point where they cannot weigh you down. It's like trying to weigh down the Hulk. Can't do it. He's going to win. And I know it wasn't easy, because 4444, the way that you get to that point of being that strong is you lift a whole lot. You know? And even with the process of building muscle, it's like you're breaking the muscle down. I don't really know how the process works, but it's like you're breaking the muscle down. You're not destroying it, but it has to rebuild. It has to be rebuilt. until that's a painful process. Like, it hurts when you work out, you know, and you push yourself harder than before. It hurts. And so I know that what you went through, it was painful. But here you are, where you have earned your place to always be able to create and to always be able to love and to receive love. I love that. I love that for you. Ashe. All right, beautiful being. I hope that you enjoyed this message. I'm so thankful that you tuned in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that it brought you some good vibes, some clarity, some insight. And I really appreciate you for taking the time to tune in. I love you. And I wish you peace. I wish you joy. And I wish you so many blessings. Take care.